everybody.
This is Jenna.
And I'm Noelle.
And you are listening to More Than Murder, where we delve into everything eerie with a side of true crime.
More Than Murder is not your typical true crime podcast. Join us on a weekly tour through the haunted, the bloody, the creepy, and the nutty on our Freaky Fridays.
Happy Friday!
Happy Friday!
Yay!
Oh my gosh. First there was a vibration from the email on my phone. Then it came into my computer.
That's okay.
Let me mute that, guys.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes. We're here. We got this. We're good.
Yep.
So we are halfway through September-ish. The weather is changing a little bit.
Yep,
and
sure is.
I'm in full spooky mode.
I am too, except I think I feel a little sad that I will not get in one last swim in my pool.
Yeah.
Because my last swim wasn't great, and I didn't expect it to be my last swim.
Yeah.
But it was.
I know.
And I didn't savor it enough.
That is how it goes where we live,
and,
unfortunately. Yeah. Summer is too short, winter is too long, and everything else is...
Yeah, all the other seasons that you might not realize there are, but New York has lots of seasons.
Mud season, all the things.
Construction season.
Oh, construction season sucks. So today's episode is perfect because we are visiting a haunted hotel in Arkansas.
Ooh, can't wait. Can't wait.
It's been visited by many paranormal investigators and lovers of the unknown. It is sure to scare the pants off you. Which,
yay.
Really? Maybe not.
I
wrote that before. I was writing as I was researching as well. There is some scary stuff that happens, but a lot of it is kind of fun and playful.
Okay.
Okay, so not a lot of the places we go is dark,
yeah.
Scratches, push, this entity, blah, blah, blah. I didn't find...
Which is kind of like our last episode, Pinnock Mansion, where the old owners would kind of guide everybody through.
Yep.
And
which, if you... paranormal, any could still scare the pants off of you just because it's something that you can't see. Yeah. It's something that you can't touch. So
just
it's
for us, it's not scary.
No, I think it'd be more cool. But some people seeing, an apparition walking in front of them would be like, whoa, oh my God.
I know.
No matter who that apparition is, it could scare the pants off of you.
I mean, we literally heard, after recording it and hearing it in the recording, somebody chasing us down a flight of stairs. So,
Yeah.
We're pretty badass.
Oh, yeah, the baddest of asses. So anyway, we are exploring the beautiful Crescent Hotel and Spa in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Now, Eureka Springs could probably have its own episode. There are other haunted places, but I wanted to focus on Crescent because it's gorgeous. It's got a rich history. It's got...
We love history.
A little bit of dark in that history as well. So let's just jump on in.
Yay, can't wait. Eureka!
So the Crescent was opened as a hotel and spa in May 1886. It was a luxurious resort for the rich and famous. Had all the amenities. They had Edison bulbs. They had heat systems. A lot of places didn't have stuff like that. So this was opulence at the time.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Sometimes I have to remind myself that when we talk about these old ass buildings, I'm like, oh, that was so long ago. Literally, my house was built 4 years after this.
Yeah, it's really not that,
Well, no, it is, but I'm holy shit,
still...
my house is fucking old.
Yep. So, Eureka Springs was a very sought-after destination due to the 60 bubbling springs, which were thought to contain healing water.
Are those still bubbling today? Because I want to visit those bubbling springs.
You can go to the springs, yes. There are different...
That's cool.
You can Google it and see, the different things.
Yes.
So, but yes, they thought that this mineral water had healing properties and people would travel to drink it.
They probably did.
I mean, water is good for you.
Yeah.
I don't think it was as healing as people probably thought. They probably were the fountain of youth. Let's go drink this water that will heal every ailment, They
should have bathed in it, really.
Well, I mean, springs.
Yeah.
If they weren't hot springs, then you can Yellowstone. You don't want to get in them springs, guys.
I mean, if they could capture the water from the springs and then use it in their spa, without that would be cool.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago, so.
Hey, you never know. They might have.
Yeah.
They might have. So with the railroad and tourism picking up, a hotel is needed, of course. Sure, they were like, people are coming in here, let's make some money.
And it's so castle-like.
It's beautiful. It's built on a mountain which overlooked Eureka Springs.
Oh, and that's so beautiful as well. You guys can see the pictures on the blog.
Or on the Instagram, because we'll post them there as well. But yeah, they decided, we're going to make money off of this tourism spot. We're going to build this huge hotel and spa, and all the rich people are going to make us rich. Of course. And the building itself was made of limestone from the White River.
I was wondering what the rock was.
Yes. Yep. They even, the limestone was it took precision cutting, so they actually brought stonemasons from Ireland over so that they could make sure that the job was done correctly and could stand the test of time. Now,
which it has, it seems.
Somewhat. We'll get into that. So they held a gala to celebrate the opening, which was very fancy. They had, politicians and local leaders and everyone in attendance.
I want to go to a fancy gala at a fancy mansion hotel.
I know. What does it remind me of? What is that fucking movie?
Oh, God, there's probably tons.
Well, isn't it like the Tower of Terror? Didn't they have a movie, The Tower of Terror?
I think so.
Yeah, because the Tower of Terror is a ride at, Disney World. But I think they had a movie, and it was
they had the, oh, gosh, I just watched it with Eddie Murphy. It was a haunted...
No, that's a little different. I've seen that. But this was, I remember a ballroom and a party, and it was an old hotel, and it just it popped into my head when I was thinking of this gala, because it's it's so grand, and you see the bellhops and just the grand
beautiful gown.
Yes, and hop on the railroad.
Yeah, how fun.
Yeah, I know,
grab
right?
My little handbag.
Go have fun.
Did it just get super dark?
I think it did. I think it was the clouds moving and covering the sun.
Yeah. Okay. So
now, unfortunately, by the early 1900s, the railroad actually saw a decline in tourism, and they just didn't have enough passengers to justify the cost of keeping the hotel up and running. Sad. So in 1908, the building was sold and became the Crescent College and Conservatory for Young Women.
Conservatory for Young Women. Now, what in really?
I'm not really sure. I didn't side goog.
Yeah, that, I get the college, but a conservatory for young women, teaching them to conserve themselves.
Maybe.
Be precious women.
It's the early 1900s. So
ew, that name just bothers me. Conservatory for young women. It was
probably just a name that they used back in the day.
No, there's meaning behind it.
Oh, no, I'm sure there is, but it was probably more of instead of calling it just a college, because college was probably for men, they had to kind of put a different name on it, of course. And this was, of course, exclusively for probably the rich daughters of politicians and the railroad owners and things like that. And apparently it was the most exclusive boarding school in the country at the time. Yeah. Cool.
Good for you.
Yeah. The college was successful, but in 1934 they had to shutter due to the Great Depression.
Makes sense.
Yeah, not a lot of things were successful at that time.
Nope.
Unfortunately.
All those rich people lost all their money with the stocks. So.
Oh, poo-hoo. And then the poor got even more poor, unfortunately. So the building, we're going to get dark here, guys. The building was bought again in 1937 by Norman Baker and was opened as Baker's Cancer Curing Hospital.
Okay.
Now, I want to say this guy is #not a doctor. Not a doctor, okay? No schooling, no certificate on his wall. Maybe he made one, who knows, but
he's a doctor that would perform in a tent at a circus.
Pretty much. So he believed that cancer could be treated with a regimen of fresh air, healthy food, and exercise, which those things are great, guys. Absolutely great.
For basic healthy living, mind
Yes, but when you have cancer, you might need a little more intervention from an actual doctor.
Correct.
And I think at that time, too, cancer it's still not 100% understood now, but it's probably even less the 1930s. So we have this guy, fucking asshole. Anyway.
He doesn't look like one of the nice old men that we've talked about before. He looks diabolical.
Yes.
And a little menacing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's very empathetic or compassionate.
Yeah. No,
Looks like he has terrible bedside manner for a doctor.
Uh-huh. So Baker apparently, with his regimen of fresh air and all that, also created an elixir, which he would give to his patients.
Loves me a good potion, but don't mismarket it.
No. And the fact that it's not going to fucking do anything.
Not for cancer.
No.
And especially not,
it was made using alcohol and watermelon.
Yeah, I was going to say, especially not with what it was made with. So.
And I'm pretty sure this wasn't something that people drank. They were getting this injected.
Oh, good Lord.
This was injections.
That's great.
So it's going straight into the bloodstream, I'm sure.
That's fucking awful.
Hopefully they're drunk and having a good time and not thinking about their cancer. I don't know.
Or don't die from straight alcohol to the bloodstream.
Well, these treatments...
watermelon. Who the fuck knows what straight fucking watermelon injections would do?
I don't understand what that even came... Well,
water.
For diabetics, watermelon is actually a fruit that they can eat because it is mostly water. The sugar content is lower, but still, it's just like, where did the watermelon come from? Where did the watermelon come? Like, the alcohol in the watermelon, like, where? I don't know.
It's a tasty beverage, maybe, but...
Sure, sell it at, at a cart on the side of the road for people to drink, yeah. Right. But don't... Oh, God. I was telling Noelle, it's got Sweeney Todd written all over it.
Oh, yeah. Next, you're gonna smell human flesh coming from the chimney.
Hey, man, come in for a meat pie and maybe step up for a shave.
Yeah.
Anyway, these treatments were not successful, and many of Baker's patients passed away in the building.
Okay, that is very understandable.
Yeah.
Alcohol straight to the bloodstream, to the veins. That's not going to cause any problems.
Cancer is not being treated at all.
Exactly.
At least they were probably operating on tumors and trying to extract things, but...
Yeah.
He was against surgery, and he was against everything, and he's like, just come here and be happy, and I'll inject you with this shit every day, and you're gonna live.
Yeah. I wonder how much he charged people for that shit.
I didn't find that. It wasn't in my research, but I would
interesting to know, because he had to have been making bank if he bought that place.
He was surely making money.
Making money. That's crazy.
And he was making money before that because apparently he was like an inventor. He was a vaudevillian guy. He was on the radio. So he had the money in the first place to buy this huge building and turn it into his hospital. But then, of course, he's probably charging people.
And did these people not know that it was literally alcohol and watermelon?
I don't know that.
Because I'd be like, what's wrong with these people? They know that alcohol is being straight injected into their veins. Why would they...
But he was also like a radio personality. Like I think a lot of the time back then in that time, there were like radio doctors. So they would go on and they would talk about like, oh, this is the newest cure. This is, the thing. So he was probably doing that. And people were probably listening and like, oh my God, I gotta go there. I gotta go there. We gotta send you there. And it was probably like hyped up more than it probably should have been.
Yeah.
Dude's a quack, quack. Yeah. So... A lot of the patients are said to probably still be lingering to this day because, they died on the property. Not
in a pleasant way either of cancer or injection of alcohol and watermelon.
Exactly.
So it wasn't pleasant. Their stay
watermelon
there
sugar.
was not... Ha! Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
More like watermelon sugar, drunk.
Alcohol. Injection.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So, anyway, Baker's hospital will come to an end, and he's actually arrested after that for fraud. I don't know if it's the fraud of the hospital or if there's other things that were kind of tacked on. Maybe they were looking for him for a while. I'm not sure. My one source just said that he was arrested for fraud and he was imprisoned at Leavenworth in 1940.
So how long did this go on for?
Only a couple years. So he bought it in 1937 and he was arrested in 1940.
Yeah, probably maybe like 5 years because he was arrested and had to go through all that stuff. So
yeah. And that is enough time to probably kill a
good amount of people,
unfortunately. And yeah,
I'm surprised that he didn't. Well, it wasn't. See, that's why I was gonna say I'm surprised there wasn't a cemetery, but it wasn't always a hospital. It was a hotel, and then a this and then a that.
Yes, so. And you know what? We're gonna get into some of the weird things that were found at this hotel.
Well, I mean, I would assume that he had to put bodies somewhere.
Well, we'll get there.
Yeah,
we'll kind of get there. We're going to get there, but not. Now, with Baker aside, we're kind of done with him for now. The hotel continued to rotate through owners throughout the years. Some success, some challenge. You know, it was up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down.
Expensive place to manage, I would say.
Yeah, and throughout the years, you know, there were probably booms where it was very busy, and there were probably times when it wasn't very busy. Yeah. We still see that to this day. But it wasn't until 1997, so mind you, it was like the 40s when he left Baker, not a doctor, hashtag. And then all the way to the 90s, it just rotated through other people.
It's a long time.
Yeah. But yes, in the 1990s, it was purchased for the final time. I didn't include the name of the owners of it. I didn't feel like that was really important. Just know that there's a current owner and they own it. I don't need to put their name in. But the hotel had been through some shit when they got it, and it was in pretty rough shape. So they decided to do a 10-year renovation plan starting in 2000.
What happened to it? Was it weather or was it people?
I think it was probably weather, probably people, you know, just throughout the years. You know, it was 1940 to 1997, just a lot of time probably vacant. They probably had times when it wasn't being run as a hotel, you know, so yeah, just normal wear and tear, probably vandalism, that kind of thing. According to a blog article by Amanda on the CrescentHotel.com website, there was an archaeological dig which took place in 2019, and this was like funded. It wasn't just someone who was just digging. This was an actual dig.
Oh my god.
Hundreds of bottles containing Norman Baker's magical elixir were unearthed.
Oh wow, so he buried it all.
I guess. Or it was, you know, thrown out and then they, you know, it ended up being... I don't know how a lot of that stuff works in the years, but I don't understand how some things go underground and then you find them. But yes, they were unearthed.
I have a feeling he buried them.
And as well as some jars containing medical specimens, which were believed to be from Baker's deceased patients.
Medical specimens? I'm curious as to what those specimens were.
I know. Apparently he was doing like autopsies after their death.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
He's trying to see if
he didn't like surgery, but he's going to do an autopsy. You make no sense, dude.
That's because he didn't want people to pay for surgery. He wanted them to pay for his elixir.
Yep. So, these are still on display in the morgue area, which still remains.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Wait, so there's a morgue in there?
There is, yes.
Huh.
Yep. It from when it was a hospital. You know, they probably reconfigured, made different areas.
For the doctor?
Hospital areas, yes, for the, quote, not a doctor.
Huh. That's super interesting. And you can go down and look at it.
Oh, yeah, you can visit the morgue. You can see the table that is still there. There's still, like, freezers.
Ozarks, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right?
Crescent Hotel, I'm coming for you.
Not the Oregon Ozarks.
No, or whatever other fucking Ozarks.
Yeah, Ozarks.
This is the one in Arkansas.
Yes. So, of course, with the sordid history and the death that occurred, it's no wonder this hotel is considered America's most haunted hotel.
How many most haunted ones have we had so far? Every single place.
And I'm sure when I do the Stanley Hotel, I'm going to say that again. The Stanley Hotel is the most haunted hotel in America. Right. It's just...
They're probably all the most haunted, honestly.
It just depends on... Take it with a grain of salt. You know, it's everybody's preference. You may go to the Stanley Hotel and not get any evidence. You may go to the Crescent Hotel and get tons of evidence.
That's what I'm saying.
It just depends on the person, the place, the time, and when.
Like, you just might not they might not care about you and care about showing themselves to you.
You might just go on the day when they're not there, or the time that they're not there. You know, they're there, but they're not active. So
or showing themselves to you.
Or you're blocked. Exactly. You might not see anything. So, yeah. Take that with a grain of salt with all these America's most haunted.
Every place is the most haunted place.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, that friggin' tiny little gym that used to be the mill that we...
was super haunted.
Was super fucking
it's
haunted.
The most haunted place in
Western New York.
Oh, we'll say that, you know.
Yeah, we should have.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
We should have titled it Most Haunted Place in Western, even though there's the Hinsdale house.
Hashtag no credentials to say that, but we're gonna say it anyway.
It is. We actually we certified that because we went there and found out.
Forget Rolling Hills Asylum.
Yeah.
Forget the Hinsdale house.
Forget it all. Forget friggin'
Redemption MMA, bitch.
Yeah. Forget the oh my god, the Amityville house.
Oh, yes.
That's in New York, too.
Yeah.
Good Lord. We got a lot of
even,
houses.
like, the Naples Hotel is supposed to be super haunted.
Yeah, every place. I tell you.
Not as haunted as this.
No.
We know. We're the experts. Anyway. Take that with a grain of salt, too.
No, don't. It's true.
It's true. We only fake truths here.
Exactly.
So anyway, tours are offered for those seeking the paranormal, or you could get a room and stay for the night.
Okay, well, I'm going to do both because I'm seeking the paranormal.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do either one because I'm seeking. I'm going to do both because I'm seeking.
Well, quite honestly, you could do your tour.
Yeah,
and when you're done with your tour, go into your room and stay the night.
And keep doing my investigation.
Oh, I
wouldn't
sleep at all.
No.
I would not sleep at all.
I'd be wandering around the hotel. There's no, like, laws that you can't get up and get out, so.
No, it's a hotel.
Yeah.
It's a fucking hotel.
I'm going to wander
I can get
around
up and I gotta go get ice again. Oh, I'm out of ice. I gotta go get ice. Oh, the concession or the vending machine. I need a snack.
Yeah. Is there a bar here? I'm going down to that till 2 a.m. too.
I just be wandering every floor.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Because some of those rich people might be visiting that bar or something.
I know. Are you lost?
A hotel bar.
No, I'm good. This is my floor. Bye.
Yep. Go in the ballroom and put on a fancy dress when no one's there and dance by myself.
I know. With the spirit.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden some creepy music will start playing out of nowhere and I'll be like, yes.
It's like in The Shining.
Yeah.
He's, partying with all the ghosts. He's drinking at the bar with the ghosts. Yeah. And he's just having a grand old motherfucking time while everybody else is having a shitty time.
Yeah, that's how it be, like.
Yeah, I know, right?
There's no happy.
So, yes, before we dive deeper into the paranormal, I do want to shout out hauntedhotels.org, which is the source I used for this part of the episode. They had a ton of information. It was a great source. I really didn't feel like I needed to go anywhere else.
Thanks, Haunted Hotels.
So I fucking didn't. I didn't, okay? If you heard something else about this place, fine. But I used this.
She didn't.
I didn't.
She didn't.
I didn't. That's how it's going.
D-I-N-T. Didn't.
Didn't. So anyway, let's get to it. The hauntings, that is. So room 208 is a very active part of the hotel. It's said that it is haunted by an Irish stonemason who had fallen to his death during the original construction in the late 1800s.
There's always a construction worker that falls to their death.
Always! And you gotta think, it
wasn't as safe back then to be doing big-ass projects like this.
No.
They were walking out on beams without anything,
Yes! When you go to, the Empire State Building and you see those pictures of those people on the scaffolding and they're literally, 30 stories up and it's oh my god, I'm having a panic attack looking at this picture.
No fucking thanks.
No.
I'd fall to my death because I have terrible balance.
Yep.
And
I'd be looking down, I'd be looking behind me, and then I would just be down. I'd be dead.
Fucking fly would come towards me.
I'd be like,
yep, there I go. Bye.
Yeah, I would just be dead, dude. My
foot would just... My chest just got,
Dude, I know, it's
heavy.
I'm panicking right now. It's so...
Don't like the thought. I'm, putting myself up there right now. I can see it, and it's awful.
I don't
my heart is pounding in my throat.
I don't like heights at all. Even... I have this weird fear, so if you've ever been to a hockey game, the way that the rink and, the seats are set up, it's very steep.
Yeah.
So you're walking through, and it's literally, just, straight down drop type of thing, and you have this little bar, and I'm just, walking, and I'm, I have this fear, oh, my God, I'm going to drop my phone, I'm going to drop something, and I'm going to go over, it's just this weird fear, and I'm just I don't like this at all, and I don't like it. I don't fucking like it. I don't like bridges. I don't like any of it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I can tolerate it to an extent. It's definitely gotten worse for me. But last time we went to North Carolina, we went to, Cape Hatteras Lighthouse. I was...
Going up.
Being on the top deck looking out.
Uh-huh.
And I was, wanting to hold my phone over so I could take pictures.
But you don't want to at the same time.
But I was I feel if I just put my arm out there, my whole body is going to, tap.
Yes! That is my fear. It's literally my fear.
It's terrible.
I can't. And, we went to Top of the Rock in New York City, and you're literally at the top of the fucking Rockefeller Center or whatever, and it's got, glass floor. It's terrifying. It's fucking terrifying. No thank you.
I used to want to skydive, but I am certain now that...
No.
First of all, I've passed out on roller coasters, and not because I'm afraid, but because something when I'm on the roller coasters, it takes all my wind out of me, and I literally have passed out. Mm-hmm. So I think that if I was skydiving, not only from the force, but also from being terrified, I would probably be not experiencing any of it, and I'd wake up by the time we were on the ground and be like, oh, we're done?
Yeah.
I missed it, because I'd be a limp fucking
noodle.
Yeah, I'd just be like, the whole way
God.
down. My arms would be like,
yeah, that's the thing, because like I'm afraid, but I want to try things. Like,
I know.
definitely not that. I do want to try like parasailing.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And
well, you are still tethered at that point, so that's
I know, but
easier.
just the height
and it's
being
over
high
water.
up is just scary for me. At any juncture, I don't like being too high. It's just like, oh my god.
I love ziplining through the Smokies, and you were pretty high up then.
Oh yeah, I believe it. I've never ziplined. I'm too afraid I'm gonna like not slow myself down, and I'm gonna be like, wait, what'd they say? And this clip goes where? And what do I do? And oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Oh, some people didn't slow themselves down, but they had like a gym mat, a thick gym mat, and somebody behind it, so that you could slam into it if you needed to.
Oh great!
Yeah, and it was fun though, because you could just put your legs up or whatever. And then at the place I was at in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge, whichever, they had 2 lines. So instead of having like one line that you're attached to, they had 2. You were attached to the top one.
Oh, it's a top and a bottom.
Yep. Just in case. So anything, but nothing ever happens because they test them every day. And it was like, I thought I'd be more scared than what I was, but I was like, I felt so secure. I was like, I actually feel really good.
I would, because even like, at Ellicottville, they have like the aerial courses and things like that. But even in school, like I didn't rock climb. I hated the rock climbing wall. I hated all that shit. So I was like, this isn't gonna hold me. This fucking thing is gonna snap and I'm gonna die. And I was just a terrified little kid who did not want to go on this freaking climbing wall. I regret it now. I would love to, but
oh yeah, I know. I loved it, especially because you're attached. But
I was also a fat little kid. Let me preface that. And I was like, oh, all my classmates have to hold my weight now. No, thank you. No freaking thank you.
I know, because they did have the other kids doing that.
Yeah, because you had to pull, and then when you were done, they would let you down. And I'm like, no, I'm insecure, and I'm this fat little kid, and no, it's not going to happen.
We should go, double date idea, because there's a whole place in Rochester just all rock climbing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my sister went there.
And everything.
Yeah, my sister went there. She said it was really, really fun.
I've been wanting to go so bad.
Hell yeah, I'd love to go.
So, there we go.
I'd love to go. I'm not that person anymore. I'm not like this scared little child anymore like I was.
I've always been too brave for my own good. To a point of not being scared of a lot, and that's not good either, so.
No, but being a scared little chicken isn't either. But I also had my siblings who were like, you're fat. They were mean to me. They love me now, but you know, they were assholes, which made me fucking sad and scared. All the time. I'm a strong bitch now, though. That came out weird. Did I say bitch or witch? You'll never know. So, yes. So, room 208. I was right and I was wrong at the same time.
It's not 2018.
2018. No, it's 208. Yes, it's haunted by the Irish stonemason. They call that spirit Michael. I'm not sure how they got that name, but it just kind of traveled throughout the history of the hotel that this spirit is Michael.
Okay.
And this is more of a kind of scary haunting. It's like, shit's happening here. Doors will slam abruptly and then be near impossible to open.
Ooh.
So it's like there's just a force that's just holding it closed.
It'd be even scarier if you were stuck in the room.
It, which I think is probably what's happening.
Oh my gosh.
Like you're going to like leave or something. Yeah, it's scary. So guests have also reported seeing hands coming out from the mirrors.
Oh my god.
Towards them.
Ooh,
yes.
Well, mirrors are portals.
Yes, they are. And this place has a lot of mirror activity.
Oh, hands coming out.
It's so... Imagine you're just like sitting there, you're doing your hair, you're doing your makeup, and then these hands just start reaching for you.
I'd put a brush in its hand and turn around.
Brush my hair, bitch.
And then it'd probably be like, huh? And then just start like brushing it. It'd be something out of like one of the scary movies.
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious.
It'd be so funny.
I would literally, I'd just be like, you want to brush my hair?
So in this area, they also often report a man screaming. They say it sounds like a man like falling to his death. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Imagine being woken up to like that sound.
Unsettling.
Oh,
yeah,
so scary.
Unsettling.
The next area is the Crystal Dining Room.
Ooh, Crystal Dining Room. I wonder if that means
fancy, right?
That everything in it, like chandeliers, everything's all crystal, or maybe like maybe they also use crystal wares.
Oh, I'm sure. It was fancy as fuck.
I want to go back in time to when that was all hopping back in like the 20s.
Yes.
Or no, actually it was 18 something.
Oh yeah, the 1880s.
Yep. Then I'll visit that time.
Yes. With my God.
Gloves and
your
a
beautiful
fancy
Victorian
hat with a
net.
Oh
my God, I love it a lot. I want to go. Corset me up. Corset me up, Scotty.
With a real corset.
Oh yeah.
That fits correctly.
Like in Titanic when they're fucking like pulling it and they're like, come on, get tight.
Or in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Well, in the live version, Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella, there's a bigger sister, one of the ugly stepsisters, and the mom is like doing it. She's like, ugh, and she's like putting her foot
goes on the back.
Yeah, and she's like cracking, and like her back is like going back.
Awful.
And so I always picture that when I think of a corset going on. I'm like, oh man, that looks terrible. Calliope.
Your boobies look so good.
They look so good. Push it up.
I know.
Push it up.
That's all I need. Just push them up.
Yeah. Boobies to your chin, ladies.
Yep.
So anyway, that went off the rails a little bit. So anyway, the Crystal Dining Room is another hotbed for activity, but these seem to be more like a playful type of haunting.
Well, it was a party area. People would gather and
That's
dance
where they had the
and be
gala,
joyous.
the grand gala upon its opening.
Drink.
Yep. Oh, the times, man.
I know.
For the rich.
The rich. Which I'd go back and be a rich person.
I have to be. I mean,
I'm sorry. I just
to have that good time. You know, I just They say money don't buy happiness, but unfortunately, in a capitalist society, it actually does. Oh, especially back then, like with the fucking Industrial Revolution and how everyone was, you know, the Rockefellers and all them fucking assholes getting all the money.
I mean, trust me, I don't have to live like that every day, but once in a while, it might be nice to be going to some fancy fucking gala. Okay,
just going to that gala at the 1886 Crescent motherfucking Hotel and Spa, all dressed up, taking the train, and just sipping champagne.
Or make it themed if it's going to be today. Make it so that you can wear Victorian gowns, or we could wear this type of gown, or this type of gown.
Yes, just have an old-fashioned-y fucking gala.
Oh, please, somebody, podcasters unite. Let's please do a podcasting gala where we dress up.
Wear our gloves.
Fancy old gowns and tuxedos, or pantsuits if you'd like.
Yeah, and
we'll make it, a modern but old-time gala.
Hell yeah, and if you're a lady and you don't want to push your boobies up, wear a nice suit.
Yep, that's why I said wear pantsuit if you'd like. I'm going to be wearing a booby pushing up corset with a beautiful dress.
If you want to push up them boobies, push up them boobies. Wear a corset. We don't care.
Wear the makeup.
Do it up.
Wear a dress.
Put them gloves on.
Well, let's just have an amazing gala.
Yes, let's do it. We'll drink champagne.
Invite all of our overseas people from,
and we'll dance. We'll dance. Oh my God.
I will take ballroom classes.
Dude,
I don't even.
Once again, I'm picturing that Cinderella scene where they're like, da-da-da-da-da, and they're spinning and the skirts are going up and it's, just throw me around the room, please. Dancing lines,
I could go multiple
I know, that's why I said dancing. All right, let's get back to this. Anyway, so yes, this happened in the Crystal Dining Room. According to employees, one year around Christmas time, some weird shit kind of happened. Started happening.
Weird shit.
They had apparently closed down the dining room. I'm guessing for like the night, but it didn't say like for the night or if they close it down for a certain period of time. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But there was nobody in the dining room. That's what we need to know.
Okay, the dining room was empty.
The next day, except for Christmas decor, that is. The next day, when they came back and checked the Crystal Dining Room, apparently the Christmas tree and all of the presents underneath it had been moved from one side of the room to the other side of the room. Holy shit.
Even
weirder, they noticed chairs had been set up circling the tree.
Whoa.
So it was like a celebration of some sort?
Yeah, they were having a Christmas party.
Yeah. An old-timey ghost Christmas party, gathering around the Christmas tree. Maybe playing some musical chairs. Who the fuck knows?
Who knows?
So, yeah, weird.
Pretty neat.
On another occasion, a waitress who worked primarily in the Crystal Dining Room saw two full-bodied apparitions when she looked into a large mirror.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. They were a man and woman dressed in Victoria-era clothing, and apparently the man made direct eye contact with the waitress through the mirror.
I would be amazed, in awe, in love. I'd be like,
Hi.
You guys are my new family. I'm going to live here forever.
Well, she didn't feel that way. That encounter freaked her out enough that she quit her job and never returned.
Girl, they didn't do anything to you. They were just saying hi.
I know, but some people get scared about that. Some people just aren't open to it. Some people just get scared, you know.
Hire me, please.
I get it, because I used to be a scared motherfucker. I was a kid, obviously, but I get it. Some people just aren't into it. They don't like things that they can't explain, and if it's not explainable, it's terrifying, and I'm out of here.
Yep, I know.
Yeah. So, we're going back now. Our hashtag not a doctor, Dr. Baker, is also supposedly hanging around the hotel. He is often seen in the hotel lobby. He wears like a purple shirt and a white suit.
Ooh.
And they said
a purple
that
shirt and a white suit. How very beautiful. I love that.
All of the reports of this man, you know, matched pictures that were taken of the doctor. So it's not like they're just saying like, oh yeah, it's got to be the doctor. Like they're matching his appearance to photographs of the time.
Well, why does the fucking not a doctor have to have such a great sense of style?
I mean, a lot of people that were shitty probably have good sense of style, you know, unfortunately.
Very true.
Can't be shitty in all ways.
You know what we should do? We should get black Renaissance gowns for our anniversary photo shoot.
All right. I could do that because Sean wants to dress up next year for the Renaissance Fair, so I could just use that for double. I'll be like, hey, I need this now, and then I'll just use it for the
Renaissance and Victorian, though. I'm not sure.
Well, did you say Renaissance or did you say Victorian?
Victorian.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Renaissance for some reason because I was in my head and I was like, oh yeah, Renaissance. That would work for the Renaissance Fair.
I think I said Victorian.
Oh well.
I don't know. That wasn't bad.
Oh, fucking well.
It's recording now, so I guess we'll see.
But yeah, no, I'm fucking down with that. Lace and all the things and just, it'd be so good. Mm-hmm. So cute. Maybe like a little tattered so it looks like, I don't want to
tatter it.
Why? Well, you buy it, like, it's not going to be, like, perfectly cut. It would be kind of like, you know, at the bottom, like, in different areas. Because I want it to look spooky. I want to look like a Victorian ghost. I don't want to look like this pristine, beautiful Victorian person.
Well, no, you make your rest of yourself look ghosty or witchy. I was going to go witchy. All right. But yeah, you make the rest of yourself look that way. Haunting, white, pale.
Well, I'm already there.
Well, we could both be.
I'm already there.
You're not ghost pale.
Not right now because summer. But see me in December. We'll get there. We'll get there.
I could still spot you out in a snowy day. Okay.
The red sheets. That's the only thing that sets me apart. So yes, the doctor that is not a doctor but calls himself a doctor just wants to be in his hotel forever. So he hangs around. His morgue area is also another location which is sought after by paranormal investigators.
I can't blame him for hanging out there. I would hang out there for the rest of my life.
It's beautiful. Yeah. I know, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And I mean, why not?
I know.
Why not? But hang out at Leavenworth? No fucking thanks. So I'll hang out here. Yeah. So apparently in the morgue area there have been reports of squeaky gurney wheels.
Oh, that is eerie. Mm-hmm. Oh, that is so eerie.
That's one of the things you always hear at like an old asylum or a hospital of any sort. Like those.
Oh my god.
Squeaky fucking
wheels. Or
just
the wheels. Squeak.
Oh, it's so fucking scary.
Oh, what show was I watching? Was there a show or a movie and it was a nurse with squeaky shoes and she was...
Was it Ratched?
I'm not sure. It was something where... Oh my gosh, I can't remember, but the nurse with this... I have to look it up, but it was so eerie because she was doing things and here comes the nurse with the squeaky shoes. And
so they knew like that she was coming and that's brilliant. That's brilliant. I like those little scary horror tropes. I like that. So it also seems that many of Dr. Baker's patients, or maybe victims, I'll let you guys decide how you want to view that.
Yeah, they're pissed.
Have stuck around the hotel as well. In room 419, but they're not mean and they're not scary.
No, but they're probably, who knows what their interactions with him are in the hotel.
Yeah, that's very true.
They might harass him or whatever.
But to other people and employees.
Yeah, because their business isn't with them. It's with him, which he might be the reason. If he still sticks around there, he might be the reason they're still there.
They're still sticking around, yeah.
Because their attachment to him.
I feel like it's more plausible for them to stick around because they died in this building.
Yeah.
He's just like,
I like this.
I want to go back to some asshole. Let them live in peace, asshole.
No.
Go back to Leavenworth. We don't want you.
He's tormenting them in their afterlife.
We don't want you. Mm-hmm. But I didn't see any scary things about him either. I just see that he's seen.
Yeah.
He's seen walking around. He's seen in the lobby. And that's really all that I got from this source. So if you guys know of anything, write me in. So in room 419, housekeepers have reported speaking with a woman named Theodora.
Love that name.
I know. And she will introduce herself as a cancer patient, but quickly vanishes.
Aww.
So she just has her little pleasantries with the housekeepers, and then,
yes, I'm a cancer patient.
This is my room. I'm Theodora.
I'm a cancer patient.
And she is a cancer patient.
Oh, that's so heartbreaking.
Yeah. But she seems like she's in good spirits, She's nice, and yeah. So...
Theodora,
rest in peace, girl.
I adore you.
I would be curious to if they had records. I don't know. I didn't see anything about records.
Because he wasn't an official doctor, so who knows if he kept any.
I know that at the hotel there's an archive room and stuff, and there's documents. I don't know if you can go in there freely or what. So maybe they have something in there, like a death log or anything. But who knows? This guy wasn't a doctor. He was doing some fucking shady ass shit. So
I'm looking it up, so we'll see.
I doubt he was keeping fucking crystal clear records. So while she looks that up, we will get into some of the next stuff. So this location is pretty crazy with how many apparitions are seen. It's full-bodied. People are reporting apparition after apparition after fucking apparition.
That's what we need to see.
The stories just keep going. It's not just footsteps and knocks on doors and a cold chill. They're seeing fucking people walking around this fucking place.
Incredible.
So Steve Garrison, who worked as a cook at the hotel, stated that he was working away, prepping and chopping, when he suddenly looked up and saw a small boy who was wearing glasses and old-timey clothes just skipping around the kitchen.
Oh my god, it sounds adorable.
Doesn't that sound cool? They're like the pop bottle glasses. They were described as those big pop bottle glasses, and he's just this small little boy in his little Victorian clothing, and he's just hopping around the fucking kitchen.
He's one that was like, Papa!
I know, may I have a carrot?
Oh my god.
It's just, it's so cute. And that's not all with Garrison. He also claimed that one night at the start of his shift, right after arriving, he went in, flicked the lights on, and saw all of the pots and plans.
Pots and plans.
So, full transparency, when I was writing my notes yesterday, I wrote pots and plants.
That happens to me too.
My brain just plants. And I was thinking about pots, and I need a pot for a new plant. And I was like, oh, pots and plants. So yes, he walked in right at the start of his shift. He flicked the lights on and saw all of the pots and pans flying off their hooks and crashing to the floor.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And they make such a loud noise when they fall.
Oh, the clang.
It's terrifying.
And who knows, they might have been rattling really quick, but he literally just turned the light on and then bam, it started happening. Right as you walk into, who knows how early it is, but fucking quite honestly, 8 a.m., I ain't got time for that. Let me have my coffee and wake up for a little bit.
At least that is coffee.
And then you can fucking do your shit. But give me my time to wake up, please.
Yeah.
But who knows? It could have been a night, who knows? So, employees are not the only ones witnessing all this activity. Guests also report many strange encounters during their stay. This one's these are crazy, dude. These are fucking crazy. So, one couple stated that when they got into bed one night, they, had been a little warm, so they're like, we're not going to use the duvet comforter, we're just going to put a light sheet on us, okay? The man was awoken a few hours later, hot and sweaty. He's like, what the fuck? I went to bed in a sheet, and now I'm waking up fucking, drenched in sweat.
That's still me.
He noticed that they had been properly tucked in with a comforter at some point during the night.
I love that so much.
Everybody
else is like, oh my god, that's creepy. I love that.
Right? The ghost is just looking out for them.
Yes.
They were just nicely tucked in. Granted, they didn't want the comforter, but still,
I bet you one of those patients was a mom or something. And she viewed them as her children.
Maybe they were always cold. too.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, I'm going to cover them up. It's probably, I'm cold, so they're probably
cold, you know? Oh, sweet.
Isn't that nice? His ghosts are so fucking nice, dude. And we got another nice ghost coming up.
Aww.
So, yeah. Another set of guests claims that they were actually helped out by a friendly apparition during their stay. The story was that when they reached their floor and started looking for room 221, a man came over and offered them help. The man was wearing Victoria-era black clothing, but was very polite and simply led them to their room. Once they got to the room, this man took out a key card, opened their door, and let them in.
Holy fuck.
Upon entering the room, the guest was like, oh, I should probably tip this man who helped us, He's probably a worker, he's helping us out. So he turned around to give the man a tip, but he was gone.
I wonder where the key card went. It would have been cool if, the key card was just, on the ground.
Well, that's the thing, is apparently the next time they went to, use the key card, that the man, because I think they gave the man the key card, he used the key card or whatever. I don't, or the man had the key card and then gave it to them. It was to a totally different room. Because they tried to get in later, and they were like, it's not working. They had to go down. And they, described the man. And was like, oh, yeah, this man. They're like, no one here works there by that description. And you have a different room key. Completely different room key.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
These ghosts are awesome.
They're just hanging out. And
dude, that's so dangerous, though. Don't let somebody into my room while I'm in it, bitch.
I know. Or don't just, come in.
I know.
Even though I don't think you need a key card if you're a ghost to get in the room. Who knows?
No, I don't think so.
But yeah. So these ghosts are very helpful.
Yeah.
Maybe, this
friendly
guy was a worker there. That's what he did. He carried bags and helped people to their rooms. So maybe he's still doing it. And yeah. So that is all I have for this one.
It's enough to make me want to go.
I know. And guys, listeners, whoever, have you been to the Crescent Hotel? Have you stayed in a room and had anything happen? I actually think that my Aunt Annie, I think this was the hotel she stayed in.
Really?
And I have to ask her if anything happened.
That's
because
awesome.
I brought up that we were doing this episode. She said, oh yeah, we stayed in Eureka Springs, her and Lee. So I can't remember if she said anything
somewhere
happened.
else or if it was in there. Because she said Eureka
Crescent.
Springs.
I think it was Crescent, but I can't remember. Because I think she didn't know the name of it. She was like, oh yeah, we stayed at a really popular hotel there or something. So I'll have to ask her, and then, maybe on a bonus episode or something like that, we'll have to, I'll update you all on that, because that's fucking cool. But if you guys have stayed and had anything happen, make sure you write us in, or even maybe be a special guest on our episodes. So our Windbag Wednesdays.
Yes, Windbag Wednesdays, guys. Please join us.
Please join us. We would like to get that to be a regular weekly thing.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. So much better than doing lives every week. It'd be so much better to have you guys, a special guest. And it literally can be any of you. You don't have to be anybody special. You can literally
have to live near us. We can figure out how to do it remotely.
Yep.
We could
even do it over Zoom or something. And we could also, we've been wanting to do other special things with the guests. You guys get to take part in our intro.
Yep.
We were thinking about, for those who can visit us, doing a fun little TikTok dance. Or we could do a duet on TikTok with our distance guests.
Yes, it's a
That'd
great
be
idea.
Fun. So, guys, the Salty Speculation, if you want to do a distance, TikTok, duet there, let us know. Or
episode.
Bonus episode, you guys, let us know.
Yes.
Because it's anybody that's got anything odd or scary or true crime, and you want to talk about it on our podcast, you can have your own episode.
I know a lot of people had some shit happen to them, so call us up, write us in. I will shout out the email at the end of the episode, so you can email us there. You can message us on Facebook, anything like that, which we'll do now. So go follow us on our socials. You can find us on Facebook at...
Even if it is true crime and you're nervous, you could also do it anonymously, just so you know.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
We don't have to do all the stuff. We could just have you talk.
If you don't want your picture on socials, if you don't want your face
could give you a whole new
anything
name.
Like that, we'll do the whole voice box thing where you sound like you're like this.
If you want that. We can just do it anonymously otherwise.
I was just joking. Because those are so abrupt and stupid.
I know. It's like,
it's like I went into this building and something touched me. And their face is all blacked out. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. All right. So go ahead.
Yes.
That's the last I had to say about that.
So if you want any of that, make sure that you message us or send us an email at the Gmail. We definitely want to hear from you. And then make sure to go follow us on the socials. You can find us on Facebook at
More Than Murder.
Twitter at
More Than _murder.
Yep, and Insta at
More Than Murder Pod.
Yes. Make sure TikTok. We have a TikTok now. We are More Than
Murder Pod, I think.
More Than Murder Pod on there, I do believe. So it's new, guys.
We have one video.
We'll fucking get there. So go give us a follow on that. We promise more content will be coming. And then all of the other socials.
Reviews.
All that. Yep, getting there.
Yes.
Leave us fucking reviews. If you are an Apple listener, leave us a review.
As kindly said as possible.
Fuck it. I love you guys, but So tell us what you think of the podcast. We definitely want to hear from you. Even if you don't want to type anything out, just leave us some stars, leave us some love, and then we'll even send you some free shit. Sticker, little something to get you by. You can rep us. And we'll show you the love as well. So if you do that, make sure to email us. You can email us at the Gmail for all of that. morethanmurderpod@gmail.com. We hope to hear from you. Until next week, that's all. We love you.
Have a good weekend.
Yes.
Bye.